Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, I meant to do this video a week ago, but I've kind of been a bit busy. It was kind of very hectic these last few days. But I went to go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Part 1 and 2 in London's West End. So this will be my review of the show. But because most of you probably would never have seen this, I'm also going to review the play script really quickly because I originally reviewed this on Goodreads when I got it early last year. No, July? Yeah, it was July it came out. So I'm gonna review. Re- yeah, I'm going to review this, and then I'm going to talk to you about the play and what I thought. So, talking about the play, I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Partly because I'm studying script writing, so for me to read a play script with characters I knew so well and to read them as adults, I really enjoyed that. And with Fantastic Beasts, it's a little bit hard to get behind the story. It was good, it was really good, but for a film to begin a series, it wasn't the best. So I'll probably do a review of that or my thoughts on that on a different video because I'm going to talk about Cursed Child. So yeah, I really enjoyed the play. It was very it felt very nostalgic to kind of grow up with the series and then read it as an adult with the characters who are adults. That was very fulfilling to me to kind of think, okay, there was a story afterwards. And it did kind of feel a bit Back to the Future with the whole time travel and small moments can have life altering effects in the future. But I really enjoyed it. And some people didn't like it, the fact it was written as a play. But to be fair, this is a script. So you are going to read it as a script. So I really enjoyed this script. I really enjoyed how Jack Thorne read the characters. I thought the story, although not original, it was very well done. And I remember reading it and I was thinking, how are they going to do this on stage? All these visual effects and this stuff happening. I was like, how is this going to actually happen? So I will actually get into that right now. So with Cursed Child, it was anyone who knows this would know it was an absolute. Sorry about that. Yeah, anyone who'd know kind of just trying to book tickets in general, it would be an absolute nightmare. I originally went to book tickets in October, but because I promised my stepsister that I would get her theatre tickets to see Charlie and Chocolate Factory, I had to postpone that. And the tickets I originally had on hold were gone within a couple of days. So I had no chance to go back and buy those tickets. So the next lot I got was for the 27th of May. And it kind of, sorry about this. I got a goodie bag. Yeah, so I actually went the 27th of May to see part 1 and part 2 because I kind of felt like it would be a lot easier traveling down to London for the day. It would be so much easier just to get part 1 and part 2 done. And this was the first week that the second sort of set of cast where this was their first week, their first official run. So it was very. So I had never seen the original cast. So for me, it was really cool to kind of see the characters in action and kind of really understand how they were going to incorporate the world of Harry Potter, but also make it visually accessible on stage. So I went to see the play. It was an all-day thing. The first part 1, was at 2:30, and obviously I grew up with the theatre. So my first thought when I got to the theatre was I have to get a program, and I've also got some souvenirs that I will show you in a bit. So with part 1, the visual effects were absolutely incredible. I was just literally blown away. I was literally just sitting there, just I wondered how they were going to do it, reading it, but then when I was actually watching it, I was like, how did they do that? It was really well done, and the acting was just top notch. Two of the actors that really stuck out for me were, hang on, they're the actors who played Ron and Hermione. So that was Thomas Eldridge and Raki Alola. I really hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, the two actors who played Ron and Hermione, I absolutely fell in love with completely. I totally bought them as characters. I thought they really captured the idea that they were a married couple. They really had great chemistry on stage. And I know a lot of people had, alright, I'm going to go into the very controversial. Uh, I, I still can't believe this is controversial. There we go. I was not bothered at all that they cast a black actress to play Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger is, without a doubt, one of my main, basically one of the characters I was reading younger that I really related to on so many different levels. And I read the books before I saw the films, so I've always had my version of Hermione in my head. Now, how many times I see the films or reread the books, I've always had my own version of the cast in my head, and I really kind of I'm really glad that I read the books before I saw the films. So yeah, when they cast a black actress to play Hermione, it really did not faze me at all. I mean, as long as you capture the essence of the character, anyone should be allowed to play any role. And I feel like there should be more blind casting in more theatre and film and TV because it's all about the talent. Even my mother, who I took with me to see the show, who kind of was never really a Harry Potter fan but saw all of the films because obviously I was growing up around the time they were all coming out. So she took me to see them all. Even she was like, as someone who'd just seen the films, she just absolutely loved the actress who played Hermione. So she was absolutely brilliant in her own right. So anyone who hasn't seen it with these actors in it, I'd highly recommend you go if you can get tickets. So yeah, moving on. Yeah, part one, the visual effects were incredible. They were so good. With part two, they weren't as great. It was definitely more about the dramatic feel and the emotional arc rather than the magic. And although it was really good, part two was just as good as part one in terms of the visual effects and the illusions. They weren't as frequent as in part one. So yeah, it wasn't really an issue for me, but I noticed it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this play, and the acting was phenomenal. Scorpius, I'm gonna kind of use this as reference because I don't know these people's names off by heart. Right, bear with me 1 moment. Found it. Samuel Blenkin, who played Scorpius Malfoy, he was actually really good. I, there were all of the actors were incredibly good, but there were a few for me that really stood out that were just so good. Yeah, Scorpius Malfoy. I Rose Granger Weasley, who was played by uh, Helen Alyuka. Alyuka. I feel really bad when I'm reading surnames. I really just want to pronounce them right. Yeah, so Rose Granger Weasley was really a good actress, and overall the performances were just so good. And it was definitely worth the wait to kind of have the tickets in October and have to wait till May to go see it. And it was a really good way to sort of end my second year of university to spend a weekend in London. So I really enjoyed the play and it was really good. I suppose I'll have to mention Harry Potter, of course, who was played by the Potter family, who was alright. I am Jamie Glover, Thea Ancient, and Emma Lowndes. Right. So anyone didn't get that? Harry, Ginny, and Albus. They were really good. With Harry Potter's character, I felt this book when I read it. It was, I don't know, his arc. It felt very true to his character, but that didn't make it any less frustrating to see him be such a stubborn, closed-minded adult. But it felt very true to his character. So yeah, their family dynamic was good, but I loved the Granger Weasley clan. They were just so good, and the way they delivered their lines was just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, the cast was phenomenal. All of them. There's about 42 actors in here, so I can't go for everyone. I really wish I could. But yeah, the cast was amazing. The visual effects were absolutely mind blowing, especially in part one. Part two was good, but you could definitely see more in part one. So yeah, it was just great to kind of go to the fair and see these characters come to life in such a unique way. So yeah, it was a really good show. Alright, now I'm just gonna show you kind of what I picked up. This is like a souvenir book. So this has interviews with all of the production crew behind sort of making sort of The Cursed Child. And there's stills of the original production company. So this was actually a really good purchase, and anyone who goes see this, pick this up. You won't regret it. And there's actually some really interesting behind the scenes kind of trinkets to have a read through. And what else? I didn't get a lot, surprisingly, because I kind of wanted to keep it down to the bare essentials. But here are my tickets. There are actually 4. But yeah, so these were my tickets to get in. And I was actually seated in a really good place. So yeah, that was good. And also, anyone, just a disclaimer, anyone who is in a wheelchair and a bit worried about going to the Palace Theatre, the staff are amazing. They are very accommodating, very helpful, and it was so comforting to actually just kind of not have to constantly worry about, okay, how am I going to get in it? The staff were absolutely amazing at the Palace Theatre. So that was a really good, reassuring thing to actually go in with that in mind. So yeah, overall, Cursed Child was actually a really great experience. I really enjoyed it, and I really wish I could go on more about this, but I'm gonna keep the secret as was in the hashtag. I'm not gonna go into spoilers because I don't kind of want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't read the script yet or seen the play. So I may do a spoiler review maybe this summer. I've got 4 months off, so I'm going to do quite a few videos. So yeah, I'm not going to review any spoilers, but I just wanted to say my experience going to the Palace Theatre was just absolutely amazing. It was a brilliant production, amazing cast, and the facilities were just, it was really kind of, the staff were very accommodating, and it was just very well done. So yeah, I would highly recommend, if you're lucky enough to get tickets, go see this. But I mean, there should be sorry about that for you. Yeah, there should be sort of return tickets available on their website. So if you're fast enough, you may be able to get decent tickets last minute. But don't hold me to that. I'm hearing this from another person who has gone to see it 4 times, I actually wouldn't be able to go see it that many times, but it was an amazing experience. And if you're lucky enough to get the chance, I would highly recommend it. And to my American viewers, if there are any watching this, I am very happy that you guys get to see it in Broadway in 2018. So yeah, that should be great. So yeah, if any of you guys want to kind of leave your thoughts in the reviews on in the comment section, just tell me what you think. Please, please, please avoid spoilers. Just for just anyone who hasn't read it or seen it, just just so you don't ruin it for them. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think, whether you liked the play, whether you didn't, and just even if you didn't, just very constructive like why you didn't. Because I know it's like Mumlet. Some people loved the play, some people didn't like it so much. But yeah, let me know in the reviews what you think, and I will get back to you. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I might do a more spoiler detailed review of Cursed Child later on, but I just kind of wanted to give my overall experience of kind of going down London, spending the day there, and it was just a really great experience. So anyone who wants to comment, like, subscribe, do that. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. All right, bye.